The dollar index, which measures the currency's strength against the basket of 6 others, including the pound, euro and yen, fell 10.8% in the first half of 2025, from 110 in the first week of January to 97 in the first week of July.
Since the new administration, Trump administration came in, the dollar dynamics have changed, precisely because of what I would call unorthodox economic policies in the US, but mainly tariffs. So because of that, the global perspective of investors is that the US economy is starting to hit turbulence.
Amid escalating wars between the United States and other countries in that period, Bank of Uganda's Monetary Policy Committee on May 13, 2025, decided not to change the central bank rate for the same reason.
Our outlook is surrounded by heightened uncertainty. And therefore, decision-making under this environment, you need really to be very, very cautious when you are making policy under such circumstances. So as a result of this heightened uncertainty, this is one of the reasons why we've maintained the CBR at 9.75%, because we need to have a fairly clear understanding of where the events are shaping.
The weakening trend of the US dollar was reflected in its exchange rate against Uganda's shilling, dropping to an average of 3,550 shillings in the first 2 weeks of July 2025, before rising slightly above 3,600 shillings, indicating a relatively stable shilling in the past 24 months.
In March this year, the shilling appreciated by 0.3%, trading at an average mid-rate of 3,667 shillings per US dollar, compared to the 3,677 shillings in February. And in the last 10 years, this shilling has depreciated by only about 33% compared to the currencies in the region.
Ambassador Kaboyo projects a slowed growth of the US economy compared to other developed economies.
So it's likely that the dollar will weaken and will continue weakening, because even the current administration, their current stance is that interest rates should reduce to support the weak growth in the US.
But what does this mean for developing economies like Uganda?
Investors are no longer attracted to US financial assets. And because of that, you find that many investors are diversifying their portfolios, going into emerging markets and frontier markets. A good example is the appetite foreign investors have for Uganda bonds.
A weak dollar could make Uganda's debt servicing cheaper and imported inflation less likely to negatively impact Uganda's economy. However, Donald Trump's big beautiful bill now risks reducing remittances from Ugandans working in the US due to increased taxes. Reporting for UBC Business, Wadulo Arnold Mark in Kampala.